Hello, I'm excited today to review one of Spitfire Audio's new sample library. It's from the personal collection of award-winning composer Paul Thompson, which is one of the co-founders of Spitfire Audio. I downloaded this yesterday. I think it only came out yesterday, and I've only touched it to make sure it actually works, so I've not really gone in depth or even looked at really any of the sounds yet. So everything you see here is going to be an honest, upfront review. So I'm excited to kind of jump in. Before we do, what's really cool actually about this library, if you look at it, is that all proceedings are actually being donated to charity, 100% of them, to the Blueprint for All charity, which supports young people from disadvantaged backgrounds in the UK. So not only are you getting a great library curated from one of the co-founders of Spitfire Audio, but you're also helping out disadvantaged people. So I just thought I'd mention that at the beginning before we jump right in and see what this new library has got for us. Now I've loaded it up in NKS as it is NKS compatible, which is brilliant. And I've loaded the first patch, which is, let's have a look, the acoustic instruments, and we have the flute effects. So let's just jump right in and see what we've got. I've not processed this at all. You're literally getting the raw audio. So let's jump in and see what we got. There's a beautiful reverb on that. Let's turn that reverb down a little bit. Let's see what we've got raw. Still a beautiful tail. What do dynamics do? Nice little swell. Oh, so you have different effects. Let's turn the attack right up. So we've got 3 different mic positions. Let's listen to just the clean one, because we're not even hearing that. And turn the others down. Ooh, take the plate reverb off. So these are just effects, it's not actually a playable instrument. But those are absolutely beautiful. And, you know, things like this are so useful for just little moments and in film. Especially with that reverb. Even the clean, absolutely beautiful. Let's turn the clean completely off and just look at the hyped. Kind of can just compare that. Gotcha, and the frozen. I'm just getting horror film vibes instantly off of that. Ooh, I like that. Misty woods, green, you know, a forest. The mist is settling. Oh, that's lovely. Beautiful. Definitely gonna have use for that. No, lovely. All right, let's move on. Let's go to the next instrument. What do we got? We got acoustic guitar. Let's just listen out of the box. Ooh, I like that. It's like a little bit of This reminds me a lot of their contemporary drama. Yeah, this reminds me a lot of the contemporary drama toolkit. I haven't actually got it, but I've listened to a lot of videos and watched the walkthrough, and just that sound. It's quite quiet. I'm pushing quite hard. I love that little delay, almost glitchy sort of sound. Texture. Let's turn the volume up with that. Oh, I love it. Right off the bat, just... You could do a whole track just playing this patch. I love that. Let's get some... we've got different reverbs here. We've got a plate reverb and a lush reverb. Let's just stick some lush reverb in. Let's just shove the plate reverb on, just compare that. If I'm honest, I don't know it's too much difference. I don't think I heard too much difference between the reverb, but it's nice. Let's put a bit of attack on that, just see what happens. Ooh. Nice effect. It has its use. Release. Handy if you don't have a pedal. I've been pushing the pedal for a bit of this, I should say. So this is pedaled, unpedaled. Let's turn the release all the way down, see what happens. I like going to the extremes. Turn the attack way back down to. If you want kind of a more plucky, just turn the release all the way down. You still have a little bit of a tail, but of course that's our plate reverb. Let's look at the individual actual mic positions. Let's start with the clean. I'm going to turn my release up a little bit, just so you have a more natural sound. Let's get rid of that reverb entirely. That's actually quite a nice clean guitar. It's got a lot of depth to it. And let's put in the pad. Oh, that is not the pad. And just see what happens here. Ooh, that's very... well, that's definitely a pad, isn't it? It says what it is. It's a soft pad. It's exactly what you're getting. Alright, let's try the hairpins. So that's what we were hearing. That with the clean. We turn the hairpin slightly down. That makes up a beautiful instrument, actually. You know, each individual thing works nicely on its own, but just putting the three together, it's just right out the box. You have quite a nice thick texture, and I'm getting a lot of vibes from the just contemporary drama toolkit. Just the motion right there, that's just full-on drama. Lovely, I love that. Definitely going to be using that. Right, moving swiftly on, or probably not so swiftly. Let's go to the final acoustic instrument, the piano. I think this is Paul Thompson's Yamaha. And well, right off the bat, we've just got the clean, a little bit of plate reverb, nice long release, and we've got the two different reverbs as well. I wonder if we can see much of a difference with this one. Let's go straight in and play, get a bit of pedal in there. It's not doing much there. It's quite quiet. Let's turn that up again. I've got my master volume up there about 300%. I'm not really getting much off the pedal there. I literally just went down to check that my pedal was actually plugged in, because that's without pedal. With pedal. I'm not really getting a pedal coming through with this one. I distinctly could hear the pedal in the previous one. Interesting. And let's listen to the two different reverbs quickly to see if we can actually see a difference. So 20, let's just actually turn up the plate reverb quite a bit. Alright, and let's try the lush reverb. Let's go 50% on the other one. Maybe a slight difference if you're really listening. Right, let's try some different mics and see what we get. I'm going to leave the plate reverb on, and let's turn the clean completely off, and the C3 EP. It's very bright. Yeah, I'm not really noticing a pedal. It could be a me problem, but I guess we'll find out with the next patch. But that, very bright. If I mix in a bit of clean, and just put a slight bit of that. Just kind of adds that nice little bit of top end. There's a little bit of top end there. Let's do the patch. The pad, and then mix everything else in. Let's go 100% with that. Bit clicky there. Interesting. Yeah, I like the top dynamics. So there's definitely different velocity levels Oh, I don't know. Sounds like it's just got a very long release. Let's mix them all and see what happens. A lot of clean, a lot of pat. Let's just go full out. Don't want too much of that. That's nice actually combined, yeah. Not as nice as the other one. I preferred it so far. The guitar is actually my favourite. But moving on, we've got the body shakers, hi hits. Let's have a listen. As it again, it's a bit quiet. I'm hitting my keyboard pretty hard there, and it's still coming up quite quiet. So let's turn that up again. So we just got the clean. Not even got any reverb on that. Hyped. And then digital warp. Let's turn off that reverb. There's a slight difference between the digital warp. It's got like a little bit of that sound. The hyped sounds a lot cleaner. So clean, a hyped up version of the clean, and then kind of a grainy digital version for more, I guess, like your electronic, I don't know, retro sort of stuff. There you go, body shakers. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it works. Sounds good. Let's go on to our next one. What do we got? We're still in hi hits. We've got the hi hat. So 6 different sounds. Your reverbs. And your different mic positions. We've just listened to clean, height. Let's turn off that reverb. So that's hyped. That's clean. Then I bet it's going to be a bit grainy. Oh. It's almost more. It's more of a stereo feel to that. It sounds a lot wider. It's actually quite nice if you mix in a get that wide, almost clean. So it sounds like there's 2 velocity layers, but you have got like 6 sounds there. Yeah, it's a hi-hat. It is what it says it is, and you've got a couple of different variety of sounds. I quite like the digital warp. I like the stereo field on that. But let's move on to our next one, the paper shaker. And we're done. Again, a lot of these, what I'm finding generally is it's actually quite quiet, which can be a good thing because you find sometimes in big orchestral templates and scores, you have to turn everything down. So it's actually nice to have something start off quiet and then you make it louder. And even just sticking that volume up, they're very clean samples. That's up 400%. There's no denying the quality. And so you get that reverb on everything, which is, at least it's consistent throughout. Clean, hyped, and digital. Very getting almost techno vibes from there. Definitely electronic vibes. Paper shaker. Okay, there you go. Next, the tam. And that's already got a slight mix to it. That definitely needs a little bit of reverb. Ooh, a bit less than that. Put a little bit of plate. So I have like 5% of the plate reverb on there, like dry, about 5%. Oh. I quite like that actually. Do a lot of reverb. I'm just gonna go back quickly and just try out. Let's go back to the high shaker just to see what the dynamic layer does. I realise I've really. It's almost like a filter. Just realised that with the other one. And we'll go to the hi-hat and just try that there. Yeah, it almost feels like a low pass or high pass, low pass filter. Or dampener. Okay. Browse. Let's see what else we've got. So we finished with the high hits, household hits, computer keyboard. Yeah, I remember reading this. This should be interesting. Oh, so it's got a release trigger. That's cool. That's quite funny actually. You can create some very interesting rhythms with this because you have both the on and the off, and then basically I think the off is almost louder. With a little bit of reverb, that's quite cool. What I like is you have almost these consistent controls throughout. You have the two different reverbs, which they're nice reverbs, and specifically, of course, designed for this library. And then, of course, you've got your standard attack and release, which is always extremely handy to have. I wonder if I stick the attack up on that. Slight difference. Yeah, you're not getting that initially. I wonder if we can get completely rid of the second one. Okay, so if you want just the first one, basically just put the release all the way down and you'll have like a slight click off. So that's actually really controllable. So you can either have just the off, I want to do both, yeah. Kind of a quieter one, just the on. I quite like that actually. I see myself using that. What happens if we use... That's quite cool. What's the different mic positions with this? There's a sort of mix there already, but clean is very much, well, it is what it is. It's the clean. It's quite quiet as always. Hype. Quite like the hype one. Almost sounds like one of those Minecraft sound effects for the opening and shutting of their trapdoors. And then digitally warp. That almost reminds me of a bad microphone at the back of a room. Which can be an interesting effect. Let's turn that down. They had it about like... Hey, it's a computer keyboard. Latch locker is next. Okay. Ooh. Really, it's just like a build to that. That is quite a nice sound. They already have a little bit of reverb on that. It's quite good for just general effects. Yeah, I like that. And let's just look at the mic positions. Well, that's the height. No release, just an on trigger. Clean. It's quite a notable difference. Quite like the height. Again, back of the room microphone. Let's kind of put a little mix together. Something like that, I can't remember. What happens if I turn the release completely off? So you can control. Yeah, very useful. Yeah, I'm enjoying that. There you go. You now have a latch locker. Interesting. What's next? Plastic hanger. Let's see. So you've already got a little bit of reverb on that. Let's get rid of the reverb. Again with your filter. Nice. So that's how a plastic hanger sounds. Let's listen to the all the individual microphones, but I'm guessing it's going to be something similar. Clean, your nice raw, hyped, big gain, and then your bad microphone at the back of the room. And we have a lot of sounds for this one. Don't know why the others have like 6, but this one has almost a whole keyboard. Yeah, it's a plastic hanger. That's how it sounds, I guess. Scissors. Almost feels like an ASMR library. Interesting. would have been almost interesting if they'd done something similar with the computer keyboard where you have the open and close, but you've got a lot of sounds. And I guess that's how scissors sound. Let's mess with just the clean. There's your filter. And your hyped. And your digital warp. So it's all just one sample being triggered, but of course you've got the whole keyboard. I think I would have almost liked it all to be stacked up, or at least round robin sort of style. But I guess, you know, if this is a solo instrument, you can just do a lot of different stuff. Interesting. What's next? I think we're finished with the household hits. Kitchen hits. Okay. Bowl in a flat. This should be interesting. It's all one note. So I'm not pressing the keyboard any harder, I'm pressing it all equally hard on each note. And that's me pressing at different velocities. So it sounds like they've just spread out the velocity throughout the keyboard for one note. And you can tune it at the top, so if you want it to be a different note. So really you can only have this as one note, but as I said, you can tune it. So if you just tune it to the key you're working in. That could be quite useful. Just some ambience. If we get rid of the reverbs, they had a 20% on both. You still have quite a nice bit of resonance, which is your release. There's the pedal, just hold it. Don't know. Listen to the clean audio. It's quite bad. And the hyped. Quite like the hyped actually. And then the digitally warped. Ooh, that's quite nice actually. Very alien. With a bit of reverb, actually. Let's put some 20% on both again. That was what they did. Yeah, I quite like that. Definitely for some like sci-fi, video gamey, spacey sort of vibes. It could be quite useful. Right, China Hits is next. Interesting. There we go. I'm betting the dynamics are going to be quite the mic's going to be quite similar. Clean to the other one. Height. Digitally. Okay, yeah. China Hits. Can't really say much more about that, can we? Next, Glass Hits. Ooh. So really after that you can't really hear anything. Because, yeah, not really. That's interesting choice there. 'Cause you've got to be about there to really hear it. Like, you can hear me hitting my keyboard. Nice little effect here. Just don't see the point in this bit here. Different mic positions. I'm betting something similar to the China one. Let's get rid of those reverbs as well, just to see how they honestly sound. Quite a high glass sound. Hyped. Let's turn that up. It says it is what it is. It's hyped. And your bad microphone. Gotcha. All right, we're done with those ones. Nox, synths, tuned percussion. That's what we've got left. So Nox. Finger taps. Again, very quiet. I'm liking the use of reverb there. Horror-esque again. Nice little filter. It's quite fun to play with, actually. Again, with the microphones, let's listen to them all individually. Let's go with the clean. With no reverb. Hyped. Just a bit louder, really. Okay. A bit more scratchy, more digital. Well, it is a digital warp, is what it says it is, so it delivers. I quite like that. Jab box. It really feels like the dynamic is a filter. I keep saying that, but it's effective. Okay. Mic positions. They do a nice little mix there. No reverb. Clean. Hyped. Is what it is. Bad microphone at the back of the room. Which overall, actually, their mixes are actually really nice. With a bit of reverb. And the filter. You're getting the low end there, which is quite nice. Yeah, can't complain. Next, soft knocker. Yeah, so you could basically recreate the next one. So that's the jab box. Then if we go to the soft knocker, basically the same thing. Maybe a bit more low end with that one. Let's just look at the different mic positions with this one. Just turn them off. And so this is the clean audio. Quite a bit of low end there. Height, probably just a more high end. Yeah, and then the digital warp, bad microphone. Oh. That almost sounds like a mistake there. That sort of sound I kind of normally avoid, especially in a composition. Almost sounds glitchier. If I put a bit of attack, it might get rid of that. Okay, there you go. I would advise putting a little bit of attack, unless you really are going for that click, but that sort of digital click I only sort of use in acoustic music, not contemporary composition. Okay. But I think that's just on the digital warped, so I don't know if we mix that in low, put like a little mix together, see what happens. Maybe a bit less. I guess it's there for an effect, and I don't know if you're probably going to use the digital warp at full volume by itself, so... Actually, you know what, that's growing on me. Apart from the fact that you can basically recreate this patch with the other one. String hits. I wonder what strings they used. If it's a piano. Well, let's see. Oh, okay. Ooh, actually I do like that one. It's quite refreshing actually, because the last couple I've been a bit but this one's actually quite nice. The hyped. There's some slight imperfections there which actually really bring a lot of realism to this one. Let's listen to the digital warped. Actually, that's quite nice. Yeah, I quite like this one. Nice low end. There's really quite nice, beautiful low end there. And our little filter. Yeah, without the reverb. Definitely needs a little bit of reverb. But not bad, you know, quite like that. Wood hits. Here's our wooden hits. Let's just go for it. I think that needs a bit of clean. Sounds a bit dirty now. There we go. Sounds a bit cut short, if I'm honest. I would have liked a bit more resonance, but if I put in maybe 5% of reverb, I want less. Let's put the plate reverb on. A little bit less. Yeah, like 2% of reverb kind of gives it what I thought was missing. Let's try all the mic positions individually. Clean. Yeah, it's clean. Hype. A bit more higher end. Digitally warped. Your bad microphone. Right. Synths. Oh, this should be fun. So we've got 3 synths. The aggro synth. Oh, this should be interesting. Nice. Really gives you that aggression. Chainsaw. Let's listen to just chainsaw. And a abrasive synth lead sound created using analog synths. Yeah, it's definitely got that analog sound. I like the stereo field on that. It's got that nice wobble. What's the next one? A bright and swirling analog synth sound passing through analog effects. Yeah, I like that. Motorized. A hissing and noisy analog synth sound, perfect for adding air and atmosphere to the other synth sounds. Noise. So it just adds that grit. If you need that grit. Let's just pipe up the reverb, see what happens. Probably get rid of... Oh. There you have it. It's not bad. Moving along. Let's go on to the bass synth. Sub bass sound, that is rich. If you just need a bass sound, there you go. Just stick the sub on. If your piece is missing any low end, go no further. That's quite nice actually. If you want to just double your double bass line with that, yeah. Flipper, a round and bouncy short bass sound. It's kind of your staccato. Oh, there you go. I find actually with bass sounds, sometimes they miss that really nice short, or they miss that really nice, just raw and natural, clean, rich sub sound. So it's actually nice to see a library with both. What's your blip to? A squelchy and resonant short bass sound. Don't know if I would have used squelchy, but nice analog sound to that. It's got quite a lot of character. Sounds very moogie. Okay, bit of plate. Let's put some plate reverb. Oh, sorry. And a bit of sub. It's got, I'm definitely going to be using that sub sound. That's a really nice, clean, rich bass synth sound. And our final synth, Ethereal pads. Ooh, we've got a couple different options. A rich analog pad sound reminiscent of famous 1980s soundtracks. A full and wired pad sound created with analog synths. A hissing synth sound perfect for adding air and atmosphere to other synth sounds. Let's just play it out of the box. that out the box. Let's mess with it a bit and just listen to the different mics. I like how they use the attack on this one. This makes it sound like a lazy synth. Even when you turn your attack off, you just have almost that lazy slight attack. I like that. The lazy synth. Listen to the wow. If I can actually do that. There we go. Well, I can see why they called it wow. Those mix really nicely together. And let's have a listen to this final. So it's just that grainy bit that just adds that texture and that depth to it, really, which when mixed together creates a really nice depth to a synth. No, I really like these synths, actually. They've got a lot of character. And our final lot, tuned percussion. So we've got two, a marimba and metallophones. Metallophones? I think I'm pronouncing that correct. We'll start with the metallophones. Ooh, very dreamy. Again, quite quiet. I'm going to turn that up just a bit. I know it's quite an intimate sound. I like kind of that wispy. I guess that's the stretch sound. That gives it almost that wispy tail. An interesting mix, actually. Soft glock, hand bows, and stretched. Ooh, I like that click. Yeah, you've got a couple of velocity layers there. We just, yeah, two. So that nice clicky one. And then I was actually like, oh, I really want that soft, just that softness without almost the clicky as well. It's right there. And there's your filter. I'm going to take a bit off the top. Okay, handbells. Very beautiful. And stretched. Yeah, that little grain on the end. We've done that with quite a few of them. You've just got that last one which just adds that little bit of texture just to kind of finish off the sound. A lovely mix. A lot of these are just these nice little mixes of instruments that you could almost tell, you know, someone with a lot of experience has slowly, you know, curated these sounds. Another one I could probably just play all day. There is a little bit of reverb on that already. I guess that could just be the release. No, I like that, definitely. I'll add that to one of my favourites from this library. And now finally the marimba. I use the instrument all the time. But let's see how this one sounds. We've got the clean, we've got the frozen, and the blow bottles. The original sample warped and repitched to create sounds of bottles being blown, perfect for adding depth to the marimba. Yeah, so as I was saying, the last one always seems to just add that little bit of depth. Prefer the other one. Let's listen to the clean. So there's your marimba sound. With a bit of lush, let's take that off. Yeah, nice clean raw. Not a lot of depth to it, but you're not buying this for the marimba. And the frozen. Very haunting. I don't want too much of that. And let's listen to just the blown bottles. With a little bit of reverb. That's a very interesting timbre, actually. Ooh, I can see myself using that one just by itself there. Maybe mixing a bit of the frozen. I'm not too fan of the frozen bit. Let's turn that right down. A lot of clean. That's quite nice, actually. If I put the if just using the blow bottles as kind of the main and the rest the colour, I really quite enjoy using that patch. But I think that is everything you're getting there, which is not bad. A lot of percussion, but a good balance. I think my favourite is definitely that guitar patch. The flute effects are what they are. They're effects. Great for just those little added bits that make all the difference. And then that metaphone, quite like that as well. A lot to play with. Let's see how it goes. We'll write some pieces and see what happens. But that is a complete review and overview of everything there. You know, I'm not sponsored or everything. This is my honest opinion from a composer. And there you have it. There is the media toolkit. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think. If I'm honest, my overall opinion, you know, I'd definitely say it's worth it, you know, and the money for this one is, as I said, 100% going towards charity, and for £29, dollars or euros, and of course you can get a student discount as well with that, and at the moment I think it's 40% off till the end of November as universities are starting up, or I think normally it's like 25%. You know, can you really go wrong? You've got a mix of percussion, you've got some really nice instruments, some drones, some synths. So it's a good mix of sounds, and you can definitely see it's from a composer who has curated sounds over time and kind of just finding those one patch wonders, which sometimes are great to use, especially like that. I keep going back to that guitar patch. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.